My experience with Canada's COVID-19 support systems. To understand my perspective, you need to know a little about me. I am 58 years old. In late August of 2018, I had a heart attack and underwent a double bypass. During that treatment, I was diagnosed with cancer, specifically chronic lymphocytic leukemia. This condition impacts the immune system and makes me more susceptible to infections such as COVID-19. In March of 2020, when the COVID outbreak erupted, my doctor advised me to begin working from home to avoid exposure to the virus. At the same time, my workplace closed down in compliance with health regulations. I continued to seek new employment, but could only accept work that I could do from home. I applied for employment insurance benefits in March 2020. The government immediately converted my claim to CERB, so like millions of other Canadians, I received benefits under that program. When that program terminated in October, my claim was automatically converted back to employment insurance. You will notice that the claim type states regular. I continued to file my reports every 2 weeks and received benefits accordingly. Everything seemed to be in place. But in January of 2021, something unexpected happened. Despite showing my claim as regular, Service Canada had treated it as sickness benefits and cut me off after 15 weeks. I contacted Service Canada and explained that I was available and searching for work, but only work that I could do from home, as exposure to COVID-19 was very high risk for me. I offered a letter from my hematologist stating as much. The agent at Service Canada, Shrey, began a reconsideration process to have my claim assessed as available but with restrictions. He stated that if the result of that process was not in my favor, I could apply for the Canada Revenue Agency's CRB program. I was told I would have to wait until February 16th to hear back from a Level 2 agent. On February 17th, I spoke with Gail at Service Canada. No decision had been made, so she escalated my claim to the next level. On February 24th, I spoke with Erica at Service Canada. She could not help, but escalated my claim to the next level, which assured a call back within 2 business days. On March 1st, I called Service Canada again and spoke with Gobiga. She escalated my claim to the next level, which meant I would receive a call back within 1 business day. Having still not received any return calls, I contacted Service Canada again on March 3rd and spoke with Michelle. She escalated my claim to the quote, highest level, indicating a certain 1 business day call back. By March 8th, I had still not heard back, so I called again and spoke with Kim. She told me my case had been assigned to an agent and they would call me. I waited until March 10th and called again. I spoke with Stefana, who told me my claim reconsideration had been denied and that there is no such thing as restricted availability, and so the claim could never have succeeded. She told me I should apply for CRB with the Canada Revenue Agency and that she would remove the ESDC flag from my account and also send me a letter that I could scan and send to CRA to show I am not able to receive employment insurance benefits. On March 15th, I contacted CRA and spoke with Sherry. She told me the ESDC flag was still in place and I should wait a while and call again. On March 18th, I spoke with Tunve at CRA, who went through the various programs with me in detail and confirmed my eligibility to receive both the CRSB and CRB. However, despite my eligibility, the ESDC flag was still in place, blocking the application. So I called Service Canada again and was told to wait. On March 22nd, I called Service Canada again and spoke with David.
Unfortunately, we're dealing with changes in legislation here, and we're hampered by all of the rules we have in place that we're not allowed to do any more than this.
I'm not asking for a change in legislation. You've already declared me ineligible. All you need to do is remove the flag from the account.
Well, you're ineligible for the benefit, but you are still eligible for potential future benefits, and that's why they can't remove the flag. Well, I've escalated your case as a dire need, sir. That's the highest level. And, unfortunately, that's the limit of what I can do to escalate it for you, to bring it to the attention of the processing center.
And then with Melanie.
Claimant has run out of options. He has called back numerous times and has spoke to numerous agents to help resolve the issue. However, it has not yet been completed. Claimant wants to terminate his claim in order to apply for the COVID benefits under the CRA. The CRA agent advised the claimant that he could not apply until his claim with EI was terminated. The claimant has called back numerous times with no avail and has only until the 24th of March 2021 to apply for these benefits, or else he will not qualify or be able to apply. He needs his claim terminated before that date. And again, I'm so sorry, but I really do appreciate, your patience today and your understanding. And I really do hope that everything gets resolved.
On March 23rd, I received the first and only call back in the entire process. It was from Daniel with Service Canada Complaints. He informed me that he has no power over my claim and can only address any issues I had with individual operators and their behavior. On March 24th, I called CRA again and spoke with Jennifer.
Hi, thanks for waiting.
No problem.
So there is nothing we can do in that file on.
There was no change in my account status, so I called Veronica at Service Canada.
Thank you for holding.
No problem.
Okay, so you wanted to have this claim terminated so you'd be able to apply for the CRSB.
Yes.
Someone is working on your file now. I can see that it is active in the system. The due date is tomorrow.
March 25th, which is one day past the date that's going to cost me 2 weeks of eligibility with CRB.
Because your due date is today?
Today, yeah. There'd be a note on the file to that extent.
Yes, I saw that. It's just that they already put the dire need situation.
Which they've done 3 times.
Urgent.
I've spoken with Shrey, Erica, Gobiga, Michelle, Kim, Stefana, Sherry, Toonve, David, Melanie, Daniel, all these people. I've been escalated to 16 days, 10 days, 5 days, 2 days, 1 day with dire need, twice, maybe 3 times. Nobody has ever called me back, not even once.
Like I said, when we send a message, it just gives priority to your file. That's what it does.
I just got off the phone with CRA. They say can't do anything. I've spoken with you guys again. You say you can't do anything. I got nothing left to do. Okay, Veronica, thanks for your help.
You're welcome. Wish I could do something.
Me too. You have a good day.
You too. Bye.
Again, no change in my account status. By now, the time frame for filing some of the CRB claims was expiring. Frustrated, I began contacting anyone I thought might listen. I reached out to news agencies, Doug Ford's office, my MPP, the Ombudsman's office, and finally the office of Diane Laboutelie, the Minister of National Revenue. I explained the situation to him and he gave me a number to call and sent an email on my behalf. On March 24th, I spoke with Sandra at the office of the director of the CRA. The next day, March 25th, I received a call from Sam at CRA. He asked me some questions and then said someone would call me back. Within hours, I received a call from Alicia at the Winnipeg Tax Center, Department of Eligibility. While the ESDC flag was still in effect, Alicia was able to determine my eligibility and file all of the arrears periods of CRB on my behalf, circumventing the flag.
Unfortunately, Service Canada will not remove those flags off of any taxpayer accounts right now, because once you open a claim with them, they have to keep your file technically open for a year, even though they've closed it. That's just so you don't lose any of the hours that you accumulate, just in case you do go back to work and have to apply for their sickness benefits or any other benefits on their end. That is what I was told and kind of understood. But we've seen the same thing over and over again with the few accounts that we've been doing. All right, so we will go through the attestation for periods 9 to 13. 9 to 12, sorry. 13 does not open up until Monday. Unfortunately, you will need to call general inquiries. You may still end up having difficulties applying because the flag will stay on your account. Yes, try doing it online. You will get the error code most likely. But just try to apply online through your My Account and then call general inquiries at the regular number of 1-800-959-8281.
The next period I contacted CRA and spoke with Nadia. She was unable to go around the ESDC flag, but said she would send a message to the Winnipeg office to have them call me. By April 7th, I had still not heard from anyone, so I called Sandra at the CRA director's office again. On April 9th, Chantel Witt CRA called me and filed for the period beginning March 14th. Again circumventing the ESDC flag, which is still in place. On April 12th, I contacted CRA to file for the next period and spoke with Mirab. They acknowledged that the ESDC flag was still blocking the filing and so they could not process my claim. So I called Chantel again, who filed on my behalf. Now things get even more complicated. Immediately after Chantel filed, I logged into my CRA account to see what had been done. You will notice that the system only shows periods applied for and does not indicate what has been paid. What I saw was that not only had the most recent period been applied for, but also a period back in January predating the first period of my CRB benefits. I called Chantel back immediately and drew her attention to the problem. She acknowledged it, was confused, and told me she would remedy the problem. The next day, on April 13th, I received a call from Chantel telling me that CRA had intercepted my application for the March 28th to April 10th period and stopped it, stating that the ESCD flag must now be removed before applications will be processed.
They wanted me to call you as soon as possible because they had intercepted the payment.
I know I'm taking up time that you could be helping someone else, and I apologize for that, but would you be able to talk to this other person?
But even if I did talk to her, like what I was told, right, I cannot process any CRB that has an ESDC flag, right? But I'm really hoping to have information because I know there's a lot of us asking questions as well, so what to tell, the clients and everything. So I'm thinking that, and I even saw my team leader ask, saying that she had requested more information from HQ that we can relate to the clients, right?
Well, thanks for your help, Chantel.
Well, thanks for calling back, and like I said, if I hear anything, I'll call you as soon as I can.
Okay.
As soon as I hear anything. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Take care. Bye-bye.
I called Service Canada again and spoke with Jennifer. She told me she could do nothing but that a new data exchange program had been initiated between Service Canada and the Canada Revenue Agency.
They've established between our processing department and the CRA a data exchange program where essentially if for whatever reason our EI claim is blocking in the CRA, your file from us is sent to them and then they send us back information indicating whether you can apply for the CRB, and if so, that flag gets turned off. And to start that process, I just need to send a note to our processing department, and then they'll start that exchange with the CRA. And once they get the information from the CRA as to if you're qualified for that and things, they'll contact you directly. And this is a brand new thing that's set up, and we haven't been given any timelines on that. Just that a processing agent will contact you once we've heard from the CRA.
Thanks for your help, Jennifer.
All right. Oh, you're very welcome. Take care. Bye.
She indicated that someone from CRA would contact me, but could offer no time frame for this. On April 19th, I had to contact Chantel at CRA again, as CRA had paid me for either the period I was not entitled to in January, or the March period she told me CRA had intercepted. Once again, I have no way of knowing what I have been paid for, as the system does not reveal payment details. Only application dates. Both periods still show as being applied for on the CRA system. Chantel told me she would try to have someone send me payment details so I could sort this out. Nothing has ever come. On this same day, I also called Remy Minville Blanchette at the minister's office. He has been reassigned. Then I called Sandra at the director's office. She's been reassigned, but her replacement, Audrey, would have someone call me back. That did not happen. On April 26th, I called Service Canada again and spoke with Laura Lee. She acknowledged the issues with the ESDC flag and CRA but could do nothing about it. She told me not to call again as the next step was to come from CRA.
As I mentioned earlier, we started a new process for situations like this where an opponent's insurance claim is blocking someone from applying with a Canada Revenue Agency or the CRP or CRSP. And basically, we've got a team working with CRA to do an exchange of the data. And basically, what they're doing is they're looking to see if they're eligible for the benefits there. If they are, then they'll remove that block that's from your file, which will allow you to receive those benefits. And if not, then that block won't be removed. However, regardless of what the decision is, a processing agent will contact you once that decision is received from Canada Revenue Agency. Regardless of what the decision is, you don't need to continue following the follow-up. There's not anything else that we can do at this level. If you don't hear anything, we don't have an exact time frame. We're told it should be within a few weeks.
I called Audrey at the director's office and could only leave a message. No return call was received. I called Chantel at CRA and her mailbox was full. On April 30th, I contacted all the usual suspects again, including Audrey at the CRA director's office, Chantel with CRA, the Service Canada General Line and the CRA General Line. None provided any results or new information. On May 5th, I tried to reach Chantel at CRA again, but her line was on extended leave notice and her mailbox was full.
Sorry, the mailbox has an extended absence greeting in place and will not accept new messages. Goodbye.
When I called the CRA director's office, the person who answered recognized my name and informed me they had been directed not to take my calls but rather to direct me to Service Canada.
I just got this message, or Audrey and we both get the same message. If you call back to relay this message, but I'll pass along the message again for you.
So as of May 5th, I can no longer contact Service Canada, or CRA, or the Director's Office, or the Minister's Office. I am cut off from employment insurance and the CRA COVID benefits alike. I have no one left to call, no one assisting me. The level of stress caused by this debacle is unprecedented. I am the monkey in the middle between branches of the Canadian government as they toss responsibility for helping back and forth. Those I've spoken with are clearly well-intended individuals who find themselves powerless to help in the face of the seemingly disjointed workings of CRA and Service Canada.